Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to make this whole setup a little friendlier by adding a dashboard. This dashboard will be similar to an HMI or a human-machine interface that you might see in an industrial application. We'll give this dashboard the ability to start and stop the simulated machine and also display messages when it gets too hot. So, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is install the dashboard that we're going to use. And what this is it's a series of extra nodes like we've got over here, but they need to be installed separately because they're not installed by default. So go ahead and click on this little hamburger icon up here, head down to Manage Palette, and then click on the Install tab. And then within there, let's just type Dashboard, just like so. NodeRED dashboard, this is the one we want. As you can see, it's been updated 2 weeks ago. It's very current. So let's go ahead and install that. As you can see, there's a confirmation dialog. Go ahead and install. And this might take a little bit. Feel free to pause and come on back whenever it's installed for you. All right, there we go. As you can see, we've got a ton of nodes added to the palette. We'll go ahead and close this, and let's just go ahead and type UI over here. And as you can see, we've got a lot of pretty cool nodes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a gauge. And this gauge will basically just show us the speed that we're at. So let's go ahead and drag this gauge out. And I'm just going to place it here and connect it just like so. Now if I open it to configure, you can see we need a new dashboard group. So let's go ahead and do that. Default is fine. New dashboard tab. I'm just going to leave pretty much everything as default right now to keep things simple. You can always customize it later. All right, and add just like so. And now what I'm going to do, we'll keep the label. We'll just label it as temp, just like so. And the range is going to be, we'll just say 300 to 375, just like so. Even though that's a little bit expanded from what the data we're offering allows, that will just give us a little more room to play. And then of course with red, we're going to say anything above 350 is red, and we'll just say anything above 340 is yellow, just like so. And click done. And then what we want to do is open this new dashboard. So I'm just going to copy the IP address that we have here, open a new tab, paste that in, and it's just /UI. It's in the subdirectory of UI. So open that. And as you can see, we've got our gauge, but we need to do a little bit of formatting as we've still got the reading in the output, and that's obviously not going to work. So let's head back over, and what we're going to do is we're going to use another change node. Now, if I do an insert here, you can see that basically we want this item. So if I click on copy path, we can actually see where this is located. Obviously, it's fairly easy, but this is a good hint to know whenever you're dealing with much more complicated objects. So let's bring the change node in once again. And what we want to do is set the message.payload to that reading. So now we've got message.payload.reading, which is here, will now be set to message.payload, which is what the gauge will read. So let's go ahead and deploy this. Just ignore that warning for now. And let's insert, head back over, and here we are. Let's insert again since that one failed immediately. And it looks like they're failing pretty quickly. I'm just going to hit it one more time. And as you can see, we've got our gauge working, different colors based on the temperature. Excellent. So go ahead and mark this lesson complete. Come on back to the next one and let's make this dashboard a little more robust.